Qualified. Hold on. The Moaning Toms. Qualified.
Now I have a question. In another 60 seconds, do we have to take it out of delay? Can we leave it in delay for a while if we ever get in delay? This is the most amazing thing. We have to wait. We have to put our show. For those who don't know what the hell's going on, there are occasions like when you go to Neil that you take the thing out of delay. We're in tape delay. And then when Neil is done, we go back in tape delay. That normally takes 40 to 60 seconds. This time out, a record 2.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is what it took. And just enough time to say, hey, my name is Doug Hoerth. Hope you know who you are. 3 to 6, weekday afternoon, Saturday, 10 to 1, at the home of the good guys, home of the hits, Talk Radio 1250 WTAE Pittsburgh. Where, by gum, according to the old clock on the wall, there's a dead fly, and it's 4:30.
Doug, we're working on these stories for the news coming up at 5. The House has voted to punish Newt. A call for the state attorney general to intervene in the Gamage case. And Alan Greenspan says inflation is under control for the time being. I'm Alan Bohl. We'll have details, Donardo weather, and the Wall Street Report at 5 here on Talk Radio 1250 WTAE.
I saw it live. I saw it live. I saw it live.
Hi, I'm Ed Bouchette with the Steelers Report. It's not surprising that some teams want to talk to Tom Donahoe about becoming their general manager. The surprise is this: what took them so long? Donahoe, the Steelers' director of football operations, has done one of the best jobs in the modern NFL of putting the team together and keeping it competitive without the kind of big-buck bonus money teams need in the age of the salary cap. He also works without a contract and does not get paid anywhere near the kind of money that others in the NFL do who have similar jobs. Several NFL sources have told me that Donahoe could quadruple his salary by moving to another team. For example, Kansas City GM Carl Peterson has made more than $1 million annually the past several years. The best estimates I've heard on Donahoe's salary puts it under $200,000. The St. Louis Rams have requested to talk to Donahoe, but have not interviewed him yet. They are the kind of team that can pay big money. But Donahoe's one of those rare birds in the NFL who would not jump to a team just for the money. He's a Pittsburgh native, and his family has deep roots here. He also enjoys working for the Steelers. Those are the best weapons Dan Rooney has of keeping him here, because he won't get into a bidding war with other teams for Donahoe. Covering the Steelers and the Super Bowl for WTAE, I'm Ed Bouchette of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette.
I said good day!
My name is Jim Dunphy, and I'm the 45-year-old owner of a large real estate office. If you've been listening to this station for a while, you probably know what...
It's called Keystone Business Machines. Speak for yourself. Talk Radio 333 WTAE.
Very few people are both a summer and a winter, but you pull it off nicely.
Doug Hoerth.
You got that right. It's 25 before 5. Bob and Elizabeth, hello, you're on WTA.
Hey, Doug.
Yo.
It's summer of '69. I'm 17 years old.
Yeah.
Beginning of July. Say to my father, I'm going to go over to my buddy's house tonight, and I want to stay over. And is it okay? I'll see you in the morning. Dad says, yeah, fine. Don't get into trouble. Okay. About 3:30 in the morning, we had some cherry bombs, some M80s. Figured we'd wake the neighborhood up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just got a pair of shorts on, no shoes, no shirt. 3 of us go, and we light the neighborhood up. Ba-boom, ba-boom. All of a sudden, cop car comes around the corner. I start running down the street. Cop car's following me. Cop car starts. The cop gets out. It's my dad.
You're kidding.
No. Well, the best part is, I knew it was him. I don't know if he knew it was me, because there was probably maybe about 50 yards distance. I jumped over the hedges, kept running and running, had just bare feet. My feet were all cut up. I walked in the house the next day, and I was limping around and everything else. I don't know whether he ever knew or not, but I think maybe he figured it out and figured I was in enough pain with the cuts on my feet. But you want to talk about seeing your dad right there in the... Wow.
Small world, isn't it? Good story. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye now. Chris in the car, you're on TA. Go ahead.
Doug, couldn't resist. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio, about 5-6 years ago. I go out and I follow one Jack Daniels, and I follow it down with another Jack Daniels, and decide to get behind the wheel of an automobile. I get pulled over, and the DUI situations take place, and the rest of it is no memory whatsoever until the following day. I wake up on a cell in a floor in a police station in Cleveland, Ohio, and I look up, and there's a guy asking me if I got a cigarette. The next thing I do is I look, and I don't feel right, but I don't feel right from the waist down.
Ooh.
And I don't feel right from the front to the back, if you know what I'm talking about.
I know
that general area.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
After I get bailed out, there's an attached form that I looked at, and I realized why I didn't feel so good. There was a consent that I decided to sign for a body cavity search.
You're kidding.
I kid you not.
How long did that hurt?
Well, let me tell you what, I didn't eat chili and tacos for at least a good week.
Because I can news you, it hurts me just thinking about it.
Yeah, but that was one of the most...
Why the hell would they have done a body so you were drunk?
I was drunk, but there was also an odor that they might have picked up off of me also that evening.
Well, they would have picked up even more of an odor after the search. I mean, that would have...
I think they got an odor.
That would have served them right. Thanks for calling. Don in Bridgeville, you're on TAE. Go ahead.
Hi, Doug. How you doing today?
Yeah.
I got a little story for you might get a kick out of.
Yeah.
We tried to play Citizens Arrest one time.
Were you sober?
Oh, yeah.
You were trying...
Neville Island. Oh, God.
Citizens Arrest while sober. I love it. Go ahead.
And we were sitting over by the ball field in the parking lot talking to one of the local policemen that my buddies that lived in that area knew. And over the police radio, we overheard talking to him that somebody's stolen a Corvette in Coriopolis. So he hears that, and he has to take off, whatever. He no sooner takes off and is out of sight. Here comes this Corvette around the bend headed towards McKees Rocks. We're all looking at each other like, do you think? So we figured, like, hey, let's go out and not flag him down, but block him in. So we blocked him in on the back channel there. 2 cars in front, 1 beside, and 2 in the back. We're like, okay, now all we need is the police to show up. Well, they did, but it wasn't these guys' friend. It was a substitute county policeman. So we're all ordered off the highway, and the guy in the car, the Corvette, I think it was the driver, he wanted to go out and beat us all up.
I don't blame him.
The other guy, he locked himself in the car. He was scared to death because he didn't know what was going on.
Oh, jeez. So I'm going to assume it was the wrong guy.
Yeah, it was the wrong Corvette, but so we all got written up for stopped on a highway, and one of my friends, I guess he got a little upset about it, and so they took him off. He spent a night in jail.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. See, all you were trying to do is be a good citizen.
Yeah, good Samaritan, help the police out, like Citizens Arrest, and we all got expensive tickets for it.
Serves you right. Thanks for calling. Sam in the car, you're on WTA. Hello.
Hi, Doug.
Yo.
Got a couple of funny cop stories for you. When we were kids, about 2021, we were at this party, and we closed the place up, and I had the only car. So I was too drunk to drive. My brother took my keys, but we all piled into my car. There was 3 of us in the front, 6 in the back seat, 3 in the trunk. And the police pulled us over. And they saw a lot of drunk people in the car, so they checked the car. And the cop's eyes, when he opened the trunk, and there's 3 people laying in there. Finally, he just gave the keys to my brother and said, don't let any of these people drive. And
now,
he left.
you know what we used to do when I was a kid? Anybody who was too drunk to sing, that's the guy we made the driver. We had a little bit of a problem there. Lawrence, let's do very quickly the top 10 records this day, 1985.
Take it back. Do-do-do-do, take it back. Yeah, yeah.
We have Amy the intern, not Amy the intern, Amy the trainee, excuse me.
Take it back.
Did wonderfully well yesterday with 1984.
Well, I've been told
you want to, Frank, shut up, would you please? We have a young woman in here, 1985. She's 22 years old. 12 years ago, you would have been what, 10?
11.
11 years old. Okay. Do you think you can do better on this? How much you get? 3 out of 10 yesterday.
Right.
Yeah. You stunk. All right. You're going to do better with these because even I know some of these. Top 10 records this day, 1985. Number 1, Like a Virgin.
Madonna.
Number 2, All I Need.
Jack Wagner.
Very good. All right. Number 3. You're not going to get this one. You're the Inspiration.
Chicago?
Hey! All right. Chicago was right. Number 4, Easy Lover.
Wasn't that Eddie Murphy?
No, not Eddie Murphy. Eddie did not do Easy Lover.
He did something.
Madonna's known as an easy lover in her time, but that's another story. Run to You, number 5.
Bryan Adams.
Bryan Adams is right. Number 6, Wild Boys.
Duran Duran.
I knew you'd know that one. Number 7, We Belong.
Pat Benatar.
Are you reading these?
No,
She's looking at, trying to read upside down. I used to do that all the time. Pat Benatar was We Belong. Number 8, Born in the USA.
Bruce Springsteen.
Number 9, Sea of Love. You're not going to get that one.
Nope, don't know it.
And number 10, I Would Die for You.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Lawrence knows. That's Princeton Revolution. Okay, so that's 7 out of 10. Very good. What I need, folks, who recorded Easy Lover and who recorded The Sea of Love, the old Phil Phillips tune, the remake, 333 WTAE. We'll resume our contest tomorrow on Talk, because we're up to 1986 tomorrow.
Wow.
Getting warm. Talk Radio 1250. What are those songs again? Easy Lover, who recorded that, and Sea of Love. Come with me, and all that stuff. 333 WTAE.
He came from nowhere, standing tall in the net, making life in the crease safer for all to play, and warding off laser-like wrist shots from evil opponents.
Congratulations, Patrick Lalime. Your name is in the National Hockey League record book, as Patrick Lalime now owns the longest unbeaten streak in National Hockey League history for a goaltender at the start of his career.
The Pittsburgh Penguins play here on Talk Radio 1250 WTAE.
There's more fun on the snow this winter at Hidden Valley Four Seasons Resort.
4900 for tickets and busing information.
WTAE, Neil Spence Traffic.
Police and medics on the scene of a two-car accident on Route 30 in front of the high-tech hut. They have injuries involved, and traffic very, very slow moving, keeping a lane moving in each direction. Parkway ramp to the Fort Pitt Bridge is clear. Slow, though, on the bridge deck, and it's beginning to slow between Green Tree and Carnegie. That's due to the angle of the sun. Coming inbound, no sun angle, brother, but it's slow on Green Tree Hill through the Fort Pitt Tunnel. Very congested tonight on the Liberty Bridge. Starting on the cross-tunnel with a couple light delay, that's tied up all the way across the Liberty Bridge. That extends into the tunnel to Route 51. Thinning out, but traffic light delays for you as you head outbound, going through the Bowlesman intersection, Nobles Lane, Whitehead Street, and then, of course, heavier on Mayside and 88. 28 continues to look like a parking lot at Hines to the 31st Street Bridge, and it slows in both directions at the Etna bypass. 62nd Street Bridge in good shape tonight. Route 8, just some traffic light slowdowns. Allegheny River Boulevard, no, it's steady, but you will have traffic light delays at Nadine and Sandy Creek Roads. So far, not bad on 65, fluctuating 1 to 2 light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. Carson, very heavy. Birmingham Bridge to Beck's Run Road. Irvine Street at 2nd Avenue. Bumper to bumper starting at Greenfield Avenue through the Hazelwood Business District. Right now over the Highland Park Bridge, Neil Spence, Talk Radio 1250 WTAE.
WTAE, Donardo weather.
All right, increasing cloudiness, not as cold tonight. What a beautiful day outside. Low of 35. Cloudy, breezy, warmer tomorrow with morning showers, high of 50. Thursday, clouds, sunshine, showers, high of 38. Getting back to more winter light. And by the way, we're on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1. You're not going to... Come on, give me a break. 41 at Talk Radio 1250 WTAE.
Speak for yourself. Talk Radio 333 WTAE.
What are you doing to Dougie?
I don't know, but I'll give you an hour to cut it out. 11 before 5 o'clock. Lori in McKeesport. Hello.
Hi, Doug. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, the song you were looking for.
Yeah.
Sea of Love.
Sing it for me.
Let's see. It's Come with me, my love, to the sea of love. I want to tell you how much I love you.
And who starred in the movie?
Oh, the movie was Al Pacino, John Goodman, and
Ellen Barkin. Exactly right. And who recorded it?
Robert, either Plant or Palmer in the Honey Dripper.
I think it was Plant. I'm fairly sure.
I get that confused all the time.
Now, but is it Dripper or Dipper? Do you remember? Because I own the album, but I can't remember. Well, here's the reason why. Do you know what a honey dripper is?
Yes, I do. I'm not going to repeat it on the air.
No, now, here's what I think it is, all right? And I'll be euphemistic. Years ago, they would have to have a guy come and clean out the outhouse, right?
Yes.
And that guy was called the honey dripper or dipper. Again, I'm not quite sure which.
Right.
His job, not exactly high on the totem pole of things, was to clean out the outhouse. Years later, where I lived in the shore, we had wells and stuff. That was the cesspool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Your cesspool would back up, and believe me, the whole neighborhood knew it. And they'd bring this guy in, and he'd have to dig, 6 feet into the ground where the thing was, and he was like a modern-day honey dripper. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye now. James in the car. Hello.